So I wanted to come in today with probably something you've heard many times before. You probably already know this, but you might not be implementing it, and it could be the key to more people coming into your world, more ease in having people come and join your programs and join your offers. And that is that people really need value ahead of time, and people really need a taste of your magic before they're ready to join. And I think this is actually more imperative now than it was 5 or 10 years ago. And probably why a lot of people have used webinar frameworks, those like traditional webinar frameworks, and they're just not working anymore. And a lot of quote unquote traditional marketing or things that you used to be doing just aren't working anymore. And it's because people have gotten burned. And maybe you've gotten burned, so you can relate to this, where you join a program because someone is excellent in their marketing and they're really selling you on the vision and telling their story and what they've done, and you're so excited about the potential. And then you get into the actual program and it doesn't work. It's such a letdown. And you start to get a little paranoid, not paranoid, but cautious when it comes to joining another program. Understandably so. So now more than ever, having ways for people that you know you can help, ways for them to feel safe entering into your world. And there are a few ways that you can do that, right? You can be extremely generous in your free marketing on Instagram, via podcasts, on YouTube, whatever your visibility channels are, you are giving so much value ahead of time in free ways. So that by the time someone binges 100 episodes on your podcast, they're like, oh my gosh, give me more. How do I go deeper with so-and-so? And then you can also do this with mini offers. So your lower priced $1 to $99 or even up to a few $100 offers that people can jump into and get a taste and actually get a transformation and get so much value from you. And so this is different than the traditional webinar framework or the traditional marketing mentality where you want to give them the why in your marketing and the how within your programs, and you have to gatekeep the how. I don't think that works anymore. So we just wrapped up the Regenerative Business Mastermind and Regenerative Business Activation launches. I guess it was one launch, just for 2 programs, kind of similar at the same time. And I was doing my launch review, which I always do. I like to immediately write down data and what worked, what didn't, lessons learned. Just thanks to my ADHD brain, if I don't do it immediately, it is out the window. It is gone. I will never remember it. And one piece of data that I found so fun was looking at the people who joined, and we have 25 people now that joined between the 2 containers, and about a third of them, maybe a quarter of them, came from my group program, the Regenerative Business Creation Lab, and then half of them came from mini offers, and then the final quarter had never bought anything from me before. And what I love so much about this is that a lot of people think that, oh, if you sell high ticket offers, and maybe you don't think $5,000 program and a $10,000 program are quote unquote high ticket, but for a lot of people it is. Mini offers don't work for high ticket sales. It like makes you look less premium, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like this is just underlining the proof that is not true at all. Half of the people that joined had bought a $25 workshop or a $30 template from me before, and then immediately turned around, or not immediately, maybe they've been in my ecosystem for a while, but turned around and the next purchase for me was thousands of dollars. And you know what? Even while I'm talking this out with you now, probably that one quarter that I'm in my head thinking has never bought from me, I would bet money that they read my book, which is a mini offer too. And so through my marketing, through mini offers, through showing up consistently, through giving value ahead of time, people feel safe to join my containers. And that's why I get comments on Instagram like I got yesterday where someone was like, yeah, I joined your mini offer madness, which is $29. And then I joined Evergreen Ecosystems, which at the time of pre-sale was $499. And it is better than most other marketing courses I've taken. That's That's what we're talking about, people. Give value ahead of time. Prove that you're not one of those people that's going to burn them. And little nuance here. When I say give a ton of value ahead of time, I'm not saying that you're overloading them with trainings and selling 30-day challenges or massive online courses for $20, because that can lead to people not finishing and then starting to associate you and your offers with, I should finish that thing before I join this other thing. And really, this is what regenerative business is, where your free stuff and your super accessibly priced stuff is so good that it's impacting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people, even if they never buy from you. Your regenerative business is making the world a better place. And yes, of course, that turns into financial abundance on your end. Okay, so that's my transmission for you today. We are in September, meaning that we have our September podcast challenge. So if you take a screenshot of this episode or a screenshot of any episode from this podcast and share it on Instagram stories and tag me at The Dirty Alchemy, you're entered to win a prize. We're giving out a prize every single week in September. You can share as many times as you like, and each of those shares count as an entry. And the prize is that one person each week gets to pick anything from the Dirty Alchemy store, and you get it for free. So that could be books, audiobooks, that can be the Evergreen Ecosystem program, which right now is $999, a regenerative copywriting studio. It doesn't apply to our live program, so it doesn't apply to Regenerative Business Creation Lab or the Mastermind containers, but for all of these self-study programs, which are, I have heard, better than most courses on the internet, being sold for much, much more money. And of course, if you want my guidance on creating value ahead of time, creating mini offers, Mini Offer Madness is always available. It's $29. It's a 90-minute workshop. And the intention behind it is you getting your mini offer out into the world in the next 48 hours. So you can join it right now. And 2 days from now, have your mini offer out into the world. You can find that linked in the Dirty Alchemy shop or in my link in bio on Instagram. That's always the most up to date with our offers at the Dirty Alchemy. And love you. Talk to you soon.